So you guys know me for fitness, but this year, I've got a new challenge. We're not doing it in here, no. We're going somewhere else. So look, in order to compete in long drive, I need to pretty much get my swing just a little bit quicker and work on the technicalities of it. So at the moment, I'm swinging around like 143, 144, 145 clubhead speed, especially with my longer driver, and I basically need to get to 150. So basically, long drive is pretty much a bunch of big golfers getting together and trying to hit the ball as far as possible. Probably the biggest national, international dick measuring contest known to man. I'm going to back myself, and I'm going to try and get a bit better at it, if I'm honest. So pretty much this is the road to 150, and I'm going to document it each, sort of every other week, how I'm getting on, how I'm going to improve. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stick around. You have 6 balls each to pretty much hit them as far as possible and within a grid that usually is around 50 to 30 yards wide. So it's actually quite narrow, so you can't just spray it anywhere, which is a big thing that I need to improve at, because I think I've literally just knocked it off the planet. So what you need to realise in golf is that ball is probably the biggest differentiator. These range balls aren't actually like 100% balls. They won't go as far as your normal golf ball on a golf course, let's say like your Pro V1, which is one of the best golf balls. So these range trackers, especially like Top Tracer, aren't that accurate. Today we're not really focusing on the distance it goes on in here. But what we are focusing on is the number my club speed monitor picks up. So let's see what my swing speed at. This is my standard course driver, all right? That was meant to happen. 138. Not bad, not bad. 138 is pretty good with a course driver. The big aim more than anything for me over this winter period is try and get 150. You got some of the big guys currently in long drive who are like sitting comfortably, 155, 160. So I'm gonna need to get to at least 150 to sort of have a chance, but in a place to actually compete and hopefully win a few little competitions, we'll see. I keep spraying it. That is off the planet, that one. Honestly, no man's land. This is the big part that I've got to work on, dispersion rate, because honestly at the moment, about 150 yards, like laterally different. It's gonna be over 140, yeah? You ready? We got it, we got it, we got it. That again was terribly left, but we got the 140. So this is the actual proper big stick. 5-degree head, notched down to 3 degrees. Basically you want as little loft as possible so it goes far. And you can have your shaft up to 48. This is actually 37, but look how flexible it is. Normally, obviously, when I play on golf, you want a bit more of stiffer shafts because they go a bit straighter, but when it comes to maximising distance, you want as much whip as possible. Well, I hit that well, 213 ball speed, but has not even gone that far. If I start launching it, that was felt slow, but 142, it's actually a bit better of a swing. That's low as well. After hit, like, you honestly get quicker and quicker and quicker. It's almost like it gets your nervous system warmed up. So you could be like hitting 30 balls until you actually are near probably hitting your quickest. So it really does take a bit of time, yeah. So this is where it's like not just all about distance, because sometimes you can be the swingest, the quickest swinger, but if you're not hitting directly out of the middle of the club face with the right angle of attack and all the right ball flight, you can still end up losing. So it's not just about being quick, it generally isn't, like being a half decent golfer at the same time. Basically, when you come to any Top Tracer range, there's basically a long drive competition, right? But most people cheat, okay? They don't use range balls, they bring up their own balls, and as we talked about, they already compensate on the machine for this. Right. So you get some people hitting 400 yards who are nowhere near 400 yards, but I'm actually gonna try and break the record today, just with range balls. But I want everyone to watch this, who's watching this video, to realise I ain't no cheater, mate. Here we go. Come on. And I'm not going to do it like that, that's for sure. Shaft's about 300 quid. The head's probably about 300 quid as well. It's not a cheap sport. Let's not get, that went quick, that one. If you do have any questions in terms of what else you want to see, what clubs I use, what my current golf's like and maybe want to see more golf videos on the channel, please make sure to drop a comment. Oh, that's got to be the one. That's got to break the record. It has to. It has to. That felt the best. That was 145 mile an hour club speed, by the way. So 145 mile an hour club speed. Apparently 210 ball speed on this. I'm not sure how accurate that is. It'd probably be a little bit higher if it was an actual ball and on a proper tracker, but we'll take it. That was pretty good. Not as far. So even though apparently that ball went quicker, right, club speed was the same, because I created a fade, didn't go nowhere near as far. I just lost 25 yards. So that's where it's not always about, like, there's a bit of skill to it, mate. A bit of skill to it. Let's try and go that again.
How are you feeling now? You getting tired?
Yeah, it's honestly more of a workout than you think, like.
Do you feel it the next day?
Well, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do quite a bit. Yeah, a bit of recovery is going to be happening tonight. But I'm just hitting around 1 point, so I haven't been. I've got 145 for a lot of my swings, but this is where I need to be 150 the whole time, basically, if I really want to keep moving forward. Right, last 3 balls, then we're done, all right? Right, same again. That was 145 again. Right, come on. Come on. Small goals, incremental. Once we get to 150, it'd be 155. Once we get to 160, it'd be 180, mate. Right. Let's try and get the quickest. Shit, that was awful. Slices I need to stop. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Hope you enjoyed it. That was a bit of an insight of what like my range sessions and training's like. I think my highest club head speed was 147. I sort of average about 145 though, and that's where I need to get 150 if I really want to be able to compete. I think total distance was 379, which I don't actually think is too far off genuinely. When you use the range balls there, you actually do get a pretty accurate representation of how far the ball would go. But yeah, bit to work on. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was a bit of an insight. And if you want to see, as I said before, if you want to see a bit more of this sort of stuff, make sure you drop a comment down below and hit that like button. Ciao.